on Reeces review, we will be looking at the Adidas LX24 Compo 1. Some of its main features are the 70% carbon, the 250mm bow, and the carbon plate. So let's get into it. The LX24 Compo 1 features 70% carbon. This is a step down from the LX24 Carbon, which features 90%. The stick features the Adidas LX24, which is a 24mm bow located 250mm from the bottom of the stick. This bow is a combination of a mid bow and a low bow. The face of the stick features the Adidas Touch compound, which is a sandpaper-like texture along the face of the stick. This is meant to give you better control of the ball. The stick features a carbon plate which runs along the back of the stick to reinforce it and to give you more power. Dribbling. The 70% carbon gave the stick a very soft touch, which is really noticeable from the start. I quite enjoyed dribbling with it as it gave you a lot of control of the ball. Compared to the 90% carbon sticks, it felt like the ball was stuck to your stick and it didn't bounce off. It's a great stick for close control and I really enjoyed it for dribbling. Aerials. The soft touch in combination with the 250mm bow made it very easy to do aerials. The bow is low enough that it enables you to get under the ball and pop it into the air with ease. The soft touch made it very easy to keep control of the ball once you've popped it in the air and do various aerial skills. The stick gives you great confidence to take on players and something I really enjoyed. Spinning. When it came to spinning, the stick performed well, however it was nothing special. The soft touch in combination with the bow made it quite easy to get the ball in control of the hook of your stick, so the stick was good when it came to spinning. Passing and receiving. Even though the stick only had 70% carbon, it gave you more than enough power for your passing. I really enjoyed passing with the stick. The soft touch of the stick gave you great control of your passes, and overall it just was really enjoyable to pass with the stick. This was definitely a strong point of the stick. Receiving. This was the area the stick excelled in. The 70% carbon made it easy to receive the ball and makes the stick rather forgiving on your first touch. Due to the softness of the stick, you can really test your receiving abilities, and I really enjoyed this aspect of the stick. The stick gives you confidence to receive the ball under pressure. It's a great stick for quick receiving and passing. Slapping. As someone who does not slap much, I rather enjoyed using the stick for slapping. The 70% carbon along with the carbon plate allowed me to get more than enough power in my slaps. The bow ensured that my slaps didn't lift and were rather accurate. The feeling when you get when slapping with the stick was quite satisfying. So overall, it was a good stick to slap with. Overheads. Due to the bow of the stick, you don't expect much when it comes to overheads. However, it performed rather well. It takes a bit more effort to throw overheads with the stick than it does with sticks with a lower bow. However, if you have the right technique, you can still throw some good overheads with the stick. I can easily throw an overhead from halfway to about the 23 line with the stick. So overall, it's a decent stick for overheads. Penalty strokes. The stick performed surprisingly well when it came to penalty strokes. The combination of the bow and the soft touch gave you a great feeling of control when taking penalty strokes. I could go high or low with ease and was still able to generate a good amount of power. It takes a bit of focus and good technique, but you can really get some quality penalty strokes when using the stick. Drag flicking. Even though the LX24 Compo 1 isn't a low bow stick, it performed quite well when it came to drag flicking. I was quite surprised with how well it performed, and when it came to drag flicking I actually rather enjoyed using it. It was rather consistent and you could generate some good speed with your flicks. This is a great stick if you're learning to flick, or if you flick every now and then. With the right technique you can get some great drag flicks. I was really impressed with it. Shooting. 70% carbon means the stick isn't the most powerful when it comes to shooting. However, the carbon plate gives you an extra bit of power. When you hit the ball in the sweet spot of the stick, you can generate some good power, and I was rather surprised by how much you could generate. The stick was also very consistent when it came to shooting, and you didn't have to worry about the ball flying over the top of the goals. However, you could still lift the ball. It just takes a bit of getting used to. Overall, this was a decent stick when it came to shooting. It could just have a bit more power to be a really good stick for shooting. Backsticks. You could generate some good power on your backstick shots. However, it was quite easy to get under the ball when shooting. The ball lifted higher than I would like it to on a few occasions. However, it was just over the crossbar, and if it was a couple inches lower, it would be a great goal. It was decent when hitting the ball flat, but overall nothing amazing. But every now and then, I was able to hit a great backstick. Overall, the Adidas LX24 Compo 1 is a very well-rounded stick. There was no areas that it struggled in. It might not produce the same amount of power as a stick with higher amounts of carbon. However, with the right technique, you can still get a lot of power from the stick. While the stick may lack in power, it makes up for in touch. The stick is excellent for receiving. Passing and slapping were also two very strong points of the stick. It performed much better than I expected when it came to drag flicking and penalty strokes. Overall, a great well-rounded stick. Thanks so much for watching the video, we really appreciate the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with our content. We post a video every week, and we've just started the new series for the challenge series, so we're posting twice a week on some weeks. Now time for some bloopers.